Good evening, everyone. Welcome back again in another weekly market outlook. Hope you are good and are ready for the next week. So let's start from website. If anyone want to join the members area or the group, just simply head to the tracktrainingacademy.com. There are levels. Check the levels for group training. Prices there for one-on-one training prices there. If you are looking for further information, then simply um, fill that form, inquiry form, and send that form to me for further information. I'll try my best to get back to you as soon as possible. If you're looking for social sites, for ideas and for updates, simply head to the trading view profile, search wave trader over there. You're gonna see my image over there, yeah, and just simply click on the idea and check the signature box. You're gonna see all links are there in the signature box. All right, for training, visit website, YouTube channel for weekly market outlooks, Twitter, Facebook, and Telegram for ideas and for updates. And Slack group is a paid membership group. All right, now let's move on to the market for the next week. First of all, Palladium. Palladium is in a correction, the correction which we were expecting last week. If you guys remember that, we were expecting correction on the Palladium, so we are having that correction. And we are expecting that correction to get bigger. All right, we are still expecting that this correction to get bigger and then continue to go higher. Yeah, so it can continue to go higher without getting bigger. All right, so it can break out and can continue to go higher without getting bigger. So best the best thing is to wait for that to get bigger and then look for the next leg. All right, or if you are looking for buy, then every time when Palladium forming new low, you are paying attention from the new low and looking for that to break out like this. All right, so when price form lower low, then look for it to continue to go higher and break out that correction and next leg up to 1700 or 1600. It has a potential to visit to the $2,000. All right, it can visit to the $2,000. I mean 500 more rise on the Palladium. Yeah, it can visit. So let's see. All right, and the silver last week went down, and before that it went down. Last week we were expecting it to either correct and continue to go lower or go back up for another up move. So we got a nice price action on the silver last week. Now we are expecting silver to continue to go higher. All right, we are looking for correction there and continue to go higher, complete that next wave. All right, so it still can visit the $14 area again, but the price action which we have seen last week, that price action is telling us that the chances to visit the $14 area is less, and silver gonna go back up again. All right, so last week, if you guys remember that, we have spoken about this price action. Yeah, so we got the same price action there. Now this week, correct on lower time frame like 1 hour or 30-minute time frame and continue to go higher. Continue to go higher the next leg up to that top or keep pushing higher. So if you're going to see that there is no correction and it is going to turn into a bigger correction for the downside rather than for the upside, something like that, okay, then it can visit back to the bottom up to the 14, but we will stay bullish for longer term from the $14. If it is going to hit the $14 area again, we will stay bullish for longer term. All right, so you got a nice price action on the silver. Correction is just trying to appear over there, and look for that correction to continue to go higher. We were watching this to break up last week. We got the breakout and now correct and continue. All right, correct and continue the way it has corrected there, and push lower. All right, similar like that correction, wash there, and that correction to break out and continue to go higher. The deeper the correction, the better the entry you're gonna get. All right, and dollar index. So is everything is fine on the YouTube? It seems to me everything is fine on the YouTube. You are having issue on your end. Yeah, I can see that. YouTube is all right. It's working perfectly fine. So something is wrong on your end. Yeah, it's fine. Shows YouTube is working fine. Nothing wrong on the. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, everyone. All right, now let's look at the dollar index. What dollar index is doing? All right, so dollar index is completing the one more bullish leg. All right, the one more bullish leg which was possible within that pattern. All right, or this chart. Okay, so it is completing that one more leg. Now we are looking for this leg to appear over there. Yeah, so as long as price gonna stay within this channel, we will not be bullish on the dollar. We will stay bearish on the dollar. All right, so if we're gonna get another corrective wave like that there at this area, then again there gonna be a possibility for the dollar index to go higher for one more up move like that there, and we will stay bearish. So this pattern is telling us that a bearish on the dollar for next couple of months. All right, so next couple of months means that maybe whole year 2019 or mid of the 2020. All right, so we will stay bullish, bearish on the dollar index for longer term. And of course, short term bullish, you can trade on in short term for upside and downside on the other pairs like the euro dollar. But the wave which we are looking for longer term is the bearish one, this wave. All right, so what dollar index can do, dollar index can correct there on lower time frame, and it can push for a couple of more cents for upside. And if so, then you can trade on that one more up move, but make sure you trade with care. You are buying the dollar at the top where it can get down quickly, so trade with care. All right, and if we are going to see this move, yeah, we will stay bearish on the dollar index. We are still bearish. We are not bullish on the dollar index for longer term, but short term it was bullish. Yeah, last week we have seen the this chart. All right, so it can continue to go higher for one more up move like that. All right, okay, it can push up for one more up move, so you can trade on that one more up move for short term. But when you are going to trade for that move, make sure you take off your profit quickly off. Yeah, I mean, keep taking your profit off if you are buying the dollar index or selling the euro dollar, or buying the dollar sheaf. All right, because they can turn down aggressively at any time. So what we're gonna look for, if we're gonna get that one more up move, we will search this and that, and then stay bearish. Yeah, we will try to look for reversal from the top. So from current price, you can watch two kind of behaviors. All right, this to break out aggressively and continue to go higher for one more up move, or this to correct. All right, so correct there like that, correct, and then break down and continue to go lower. All right, correction will break down. If you guys remember, last week I was showing you two similar pattern formation on the pound dollar, if you remember that. Yeah, so pound dollar to break up and continue to go higher or correct. So pound dollar did not broken out for upside. Pound dollar started to correct over there and then broken down. So similar like that on the dollar index, and just reverse the euro dollar for upside. So same chart, almost same chart on the the euro dollar. So we are longer term bullish on the euro dollar. Yeah, so last week, as I said, this one more drop was possible. Yeah, you have seen that one more drop. So we are not expecting euro dollar to go down aggressively. It is going down very, very slow. You guys can see that. Yeah, the sudden move gonna be that way. This move gonna be quick and aggressive. Yeah, so try to catch that move every time an euro form new low, because this wave has a potential. And the wave the wave which we are having currently, these waves are for short term. You can trade on that, but every time an euro form new low, look for it to rise aggressively for upside. So let me go back to the lower time frame and let me show you what you guys need to look for this week. All right, so there is a correction similar like the dollar index, which can break down for one more drop and can continue to go lower for a couple of more pips. All right, you can trade on that for one more drop for short term, but make sure don't hold that trade for further downside. All right, make sure you take your profit off on time. All right, so this correction to appear over there like that and take off. All right, correction before you go for long, correction, and that correction to complete and go back up. All right, so if you don't see that correction and price is going to break down aggressively the way it has done previously, okay, then there's going to be one more drop for new low and then again buy. Okay, let's get back to the slightly bigger time frame, 4 hour. There you're going to see the killer image. Currently we are expecting at least one more up move. Either that move, either this move should be aggressive or corrective, but up move rather than the drop. All right, this is what we are expecting, similar kind of like something like that. All right, like this. So our longer term forecast is this rise aggressively. Yeah, if we're not going to get that rise and price is going to correct again like that, there's going to be one more drop. All right, so price is going to stay within that descending wedge, the wedge which I have just shown you. And every time when price forms new low within that wedge, look for it to reverse aggressively for upside. Dollar chief went up for one more up move and we were bearish from that top. All right, so we are only selling the dollar chief. We are not buying the dollar chief. We are longer term seller on the dollar chief. And that's what we are looking for. Same again, same like last week, at least flat formation or all the way $92. All right, at least flat formation like this and then go up or come down all the way back to the bottom. Yeah, so make sure you guys understand the fundamentals behind this move, the move which we are expecting. Yeah, so Trump is not happy with the stronger dollar. All right, so at some point you're going to see stronger sell on the dollar. All right, so what you're looking for this week, all right, so either another correction over there like the previous one and then go up for one more up move like this, yeah, or come down all the way. All right, so this is the trade you are looking for, at least like that or complete reversal. So let me get back to the lower time frame. So we were short on this pair from the top at this correction, the correction which appeared over there on that 15-minute time frame. All right, so we were short even from there. Yeah, so selling this correction, watching for that correction to break down during the non-farm payroll, and another correction. Yeah, the other correction to complete, trying to appear over there on 15-minute time frame. That correction to complete and break down. Okay, so same like the euro dollar, one more up move, euro dollar and dollar index. This one more up move can appear over there. All right, so we are not looking for that trade. We are looking for this to happen. Okay, so correction there and go down. Yeah, or go back up and then drop. So the trade you guys are looking for there is the reversal on the dollar chief. And dollar CAD. This is what we are looking for on the dollar CAD. Okay, so last week, if you guys remember that, we have seen the ABC move over there. All right, we were expecting the ABC move like that. So price slightly went above the previous high, yeah, this ABC move, And this week you're looking for this to happen. Okay. Price slightly can push back to the top. We were looking for it to drop last week on Friday. We were selling the dollar CAD, and now we are expecting this to turn into a slightly bigger correction, like 30 or 1 hour time frame, and that correction to break down. All right. So there is possibility for the dollar CAD to push slightly higher before going to get down. All right. So if we're gonna get that one more up move, we will search this trade rather than for that trade. Okay. So search that trade next week. Look for that trade, dollar CAD to drop after correcting over there, and possible breakdown and continue to go lower. All right. So there is possibility that the dollar CAD can break down this bottom, all right, and can continue to go lower all the way up to 120, 118. All right, and the Kiwi dollar. Kiwi dollar, last week you guys have seen that symmetrical triangle, so our longer term chart is same, nothing has changed on that longer term chart on the Kiwi dollar. But on lower time frame, it is still within the symmetrical triangle. Yeah, so it is holding that flat formation, the formation which I have just shown you last week. All right, so we were looking for buy on the Kiwi dollar as well from these areas. Now this week, watch for a correction over there on lower time frame, and this to continue to go higher. All right, so correction like that and this trade, and once price gonna hit the upper channel line, upper triangle line, just watch that triangle line to break out and continue to go higher or go down for one more drop and breakout for upside of that symmetrical triangle. Okay, if price push lower for one more drop, then look for that trade. All right, so let me go to lower time frame so that you guys can get the idea. I've shown you that last week as well. All right, so correction there. So the bigger the correction, the better the entry you guys gonna get. All right, correction there and that correction to continue. Okay, if it goes lower for one more drop, look for that trade. And Australian dollar, US dollar, same like last week again. All right, so we are looking for this correction to break up for the upside. All right, and that bigger wave, weekly wave. Yeah, so same chart like last week. And let me go to the lower time frame. 4 hour time frame. All right, so this ABC move to break out. All right, and Australian dollar, US dollar to reverse for upside. All right, so this forecast or this wave, the way which we are looking for, is currently against the fundamentals. All right, but we are looking for weaknesses on the dollar. Yeah, against the fundamental means that if Royal Bank of Australia is going to lower their interest rate, then obviously that move gonna push the Australian dollar further lower. But the price action which we have seen from that bottom, that's telling us that in longer term Australian dollar gonna get stronger rather than rather than weaker. This might be because of the dollar, or might be because of the Australian dollar strength. All right. So we are bullish on the Australian dollar, US dollar for longer term. So what we can see this week, yeah, we can see that move, and price again can get down for one more drop. All right, so once price gonna get back to that top, pay attention. If it is going to be very aggressive, you can stay into that trade. If not, then take off your profit and one more drop of the expanding triangle. All right, one more drop, and then again new low, and then longer term buy. All right, this ABC move or expanding triangle can appear over there, or expanded flat can appear over there for one more drop and then up for longer term. So the next week, if price keeps pushing slowly like that, all right, so search this to break up and that trade. Okay, so look for that trade rather than selling this $1 trillion for the downside. So look for it to reverse for upside. Dollar yen. Dollar yen went down from that top, the top which we have seen last week. All right, and we were short on the dollar yen, but this week we still can see one more up move. Yeah, next week we still can see one more up move like that, like similar kind of wave. All right, like that wave there. All right, so if so, you can buy for that trade for this week, and once price going to form higher high or going to retest that top again, look for it to drop. All right, so one more up move is possible over there, that one more up move. Okay, so when you should be a seller over there on the dollar yen for the next week, yeah, when you will see that the correction is going to turn over there. All right, and then you are looking for this to continue to go lower. At some point, you're going to see big drop on the dollar yen. Some other pairs already started to drop. Some other yen pairs already started to drop, and equity market started to drop too. But equity market is not so sharp for the downside. So means that equity market can manage to get back at the previous high, previous short-term high, or or equity market can form new high, short-term new high. Yeah, which means that you guys still can see one more up move on the yen pairs, all right? Short-term or medium-term trade for the next week, and then again a drop from the top. So let's get back to the lower time frame. All right, so first of all, let's look at the previous chart. What I have shown you, I asked you to look for last week. Okay, just look at this. Almost similar kind of pattern formations appeared over there. The difference is the difference between this pattern and that pattern is that this is aggressive. Yeah, this move is aggressive, and this move wasn't aggressive, was corrective. Okay, just look at that. All right, so you have seen impulse, continuation. Yeah, you see that continuation, and this is what I was asking you to look for last week. Continuations. Okay, price is just repeating the same patterns again, the patterns which it has repeated last week. So the next week, all right, next week, all right, just put that one there. All right, so a correction similar like that correction, and that to continue to go higher. All right, similar kind of move. Okay, if you don't see that correction over there, and price is going to turn into a bigger correction over there. All right, let me remove that. Okay, price is going to turn into a bigger correction over there like this. Okay, then dollar yen to drop and continue to go lower. Yeah, so don't search that trade. So we are already short on the dollar yen from that top. We sold the dollar yen at the start of the week, start of the last week. So we are, you know, well below. I mean, current price is well below from the entry. So we are looking for it to continue to go lower to the dollar yen. If you know how to trade, perfect. If you don't know how to trade, then learn it rather than, saying that, market is not moving according to the forecast or according to the way we are looking for. All right, so we understand that how it is moving, yeah, and where to make a decision, where not to make a decision. Yeah, we sold every time when dollar yen is forming new high, we are selling the dollar yen. All right, okay, we sold there and sold there, yeah, and sold there again. Yeah, so these are not the trades which we are looking for. Okay, or this is not the trade which we are looking for. This is very small trade, all right, or small profit. The trade which we want to see is this, all right, or the trade which we want to catch on the dollar yen is that. Okay, this is the move. All right, similar like that move. Again, that move will appear over there. Okay, this is what we want to see on the dollar yen. All right, this move. So it has already completed more than 50% and pulling back. Yeah, so this pattern gonna break down at some point. You guys gonna see and gonna break down aggressively to the downside, and you're gonna see a big drop over there. So we believe that it has already, completed on daily time frame. This daily correction almost completed, and it's time for the dollar yen to drop. But still there is possibility for the dollar yen to push up for one more up move. All right, so for this drop, equity market has to be aggressive to the downside. So equity market is not aggressive, so one more up move is possible. All right, so if you look at the euro yen has already left that correction. All right, so euro yen has already left that correction. So what was the wave or the trade which I was asking you to look for last week? Sell from the top on the euro yen. So euro yen, we are already seller on the euro yen from those areas. Some of my traders are into that trade from that top, from 20 above 27, and it has already moved more than 200 pips. And next week this correction, all right, similar like the dollar yen, and a correction, and then that correction to break down, something like that. All right, that correction to break down and continue the bearish trend. So if we are not going to see correction over there and price is going to correct for upside, there's going to be one more up move back to the top, and you can trade for that move for upside. All right, similar like the last time. What was the last time, or the last time way which I was asking you to look for that? All right, that wave extended more than our expectations. We were expecting that wave gonna reverse from somewhere there, yeah, but it slightly went higher and then dropped. So this wave also can push up higher than this top. All right, and this is also going to be a good trade for one more up move on the euro yen. So far that trade hasn't confirmed yet, this trade. All right, because price action at the current price will confirm that which way euro yen is going to go. So what you can do, how you can trade on the euro yen, you see that there is 15-minute corrections are just appearing over there. Watch those corrections to keep pushing higher. Yeah, buy, look for buy for short term, and keep looking for them to continue to go higher. All right, so this short term correction to continue to go higher. Farm another one, keep pushing higher. Yep, as long as price gonna stay above that trend, yeah, look for it to go back up for one more up move within that daily time frame. Yep, once you're gonna see that this correction is dying over there, I mean the uptrend is dying over there, not pushing higher than this trend to break down and continue to go lower. All right, this is basically building a correction for 4-hour time frame or 1-hour time frame for the downside. All right, you see that this is looks like another correction you guys are having. All right, okay, if this is not going to turn into a correction and going to take off suddenly, yeah, then stay in, put stop behind that, and one more up move back to the top. And pound dollar can visit the bottom for one more move down. Yeah, it can visit that bottom, this bottom. Okay, it can visit that bottom, or even it can form new low before we are going to see longer term reversal on the pound dollar. All right, so we are expecting couple of pattern formations on the pound dollar. So it hasn't confirmed the bullish reversal, longer term bullish reversal, and it also hasn't confirmed the bearish continuation with the previous trend. Yeah, what pound dollar is doing, pound dollar is within a sideways move or sideways market, or you can simply say that it is within an expanding triangle or expanded flat. Currently it is forming an expanded flat. All right, like like A and B and C, and can continue to go lower for one more drop. But the whole move which we are having right now on the pound dollar, these waves are not aggressive to the downside, which is telling us that the momentum for the downside on the pound dollar is not so strong. All right, so there is possible pattern formation which can appear over there. That hasn't confirmed yet. All right, it will take some time like this. All right, and then pound dollar can continue to go higher. All right, so which trade you guys should look for? You should look for this to continue to go lower. All right, this trade next week, this or I mean break below that bottom and test that bottom, continue to go lower on the pound dollar. All right, so when you should be a buyer over there, but when the pound dollar gonna break out aggressively that trend, all right, this trend. Similar like last time, all right? Let me draw that trend line over there. Okay, so you see that trend was corrective. The trend is still corrective. Okay, so we were looking for this correction to break down last week. We were looking for that correction to break down last week, and that's what I have shown you in the last weekly market outlook. If you guys remember that, yeah. So I have shown you, breakout and continuation or correction to continue to go lower. So we did not see breakout. We have seen correction over there, and we were looking for that correction to continue to go lower. So how you can trade for next week on the pound dollar? Watch for another correction, similar correction there. Okay, like that. All right, so that correction to form, to appear over there and continue to go lower. Okay, if you're not gonna see that correction and price gonna do this, all right, then correction, yeah, correct, or you can buy on breakout. I mean, when that impulsive move is going to appear over there and that correction and then continue to go lower. Last time we were buyer for that move. All right, at this correction we were, when it has broken out that trend, we were looking for that correction to continue to go higher. So we will do that again if we will see that it is going to break up aggressively and going to correct for more upside. If you understand that, perfect. If you don't understand that, what I'm showing, it's going above from your head, yeah, then there are many other good pairs where you can trade rather than just sticking to this pair. Better to avoid it and trade on other pairs where you see that the setup is clear and you are confident, rather than going after those pairs where you don't understand anything. All right, and pound yen similar like the other yen pairs. All right, so we are expecting that the pound yen gonna visit the bottom, that bottom, and we were also looking for this to break out, this correction, the correction which was there, that correction to break down and continue to go lower. Just draw your trend line over there and search another correction for the next week and then it to continue to go lower. Okay, there is possibility for the pound yen to go back up for one more up move. It can do that. Okay, same like the euro yen chart. Watch for the correction and that correction to go lower. Okay, if you see the lower time frame is pushing higher aggressively like this, okay, so then one more up move, breakout of that. Let me draw differently. All right, so this trend, this correction, another one like that. Okay, just put other correction over there like that, and that correction to break down and continue to go lower. Okay, if you don't see that correction like this, like the previous one, and this is going to happen, just simply go for one more up move. All right, if it is going to rise aggressively, just simply go for one more up move, for short and one more up move. Yeah, correction and one more up move, and again draw from the new high. Yes, similar kind of move. So we are not expecting that move, but that wave can appear over there. We are expecting correction, yeah, rather than the sharp move. We are expecting correction to appear over there, and pound yen to keep going lower. All right, that correction rather than the aggressive move for upside. We are medium term bearish on the pound pairs for next couple of weeks because the deadline is getting close, and that deadline can put some sudden effect on the pound pairs. Pound pairs can get down, for short term or short term to medium term, and again they can rise for longer term. Yeah, pound can get strong for longer term. We are already having some good trades on some pound pairs last week, and we are expecting those trades to continue to go lower. Even I have shown those trades in the weekly market outlook as well. Okay, so similar kind of trade you guys are looking for on the pound chief, and we were expecting the pound chief to continue to go lower. Even I have shown that trade last week as well. But pound chief is also, going down slowly like the pound dollar, which means that when you are a seller over there, you trade with care for the downside. Okay, so we are expecting another correction over there, and that correction to continue to go lower. Okay, so what it can do, it can do it can behave similar way like the pound dollar, pound chief, pound dollar, pound yen. Those two charts I have just shown you, it can do that similar way as well. Okay, what I mean, it can go back for one more up move like that. All right, that is what you guys can see like this, one more up move. But for that one more up move, there should be a price section at the bottom. All right. So let me quickly draw a trend line over there. Okay, this trend line. Let me remove that. All right, and let's get back to 30-minute time frame. All right, so we were expecting this expanding triangle to continue to go lower. We were looking for sell there. All right, we were looking for sell there. So this expanding triangle to continue to go lower. Okay, so next week again another correction or retest that top. All right, retest that top and continue to go lower. Okay, there are going to be price action for buy like that. Okay, like this move, sharp, correct, and continue to go higher. We are not expecting that. We are expecting correction, and that correction to continue to go lower. All right, so let me check if I'm having a chart on the pound chief. Yeah, I got that. All right, so this is what we are looking for, and it is going down. So this trade, the trade which we are looking for, this trade can turn into a longer term trade, yeah. So far, the trade which we were looking for, this trade was for short term trade, short term to medium term trade, yeah. Why short term to medium term trade? Because price, yeah, currently price is there after hitting that top, is there, yeah, because price slightly can push lower. Okay, and this correction can continue to go higher. So this move should be sharp to the downside. So far it is sharp, all right, and this move hasn't confirmed yet. So we are looking for that daily trend. This is 30-minute time frame, yeah, that daily trend to break down aggressively and pound chief to keep forming corrections and keep going lower. All right, another correction like that, and that correction to continue to go lower. And buy on the euro pound. All right, that trade on the euro pound. So I don't think so I need to show you this chart on lower time frame because it is clear, easy, and yeah, making sense to trade for just this wave. Yeah, so just look for buy on the euro pound and sell on the pound chief. This is also a very nice. All right, so let me show you guys. That's the problem with you. Yeah, so he's asking that how to identify if it is going up for one more or just a correction. Yeah, so that's the problem. Yeah, because you don't see which is correction and which is not the correction. That's the issue with many traders. They are unable to identify the correction and impulse. There is the issue. All right, because even there are some traders those who even see just candles on that chart. Even there are some people who even don't understand these candles. All right, so it is about your skills. All right, or how you look at the market, how you understand, how you figure it out, the impulse, and how you figure it out the correction. When you are unable to figure it out, the impulse and correction correctly, obviously you're going to struggle. All right, and you cannot make the CN without reading the market correctly. All right, so if you're going to make the CN without reading the impulse or correction, I mean, you are just guessing. All right, you are just guessing that market going to do this. All right, there are many traders who just do that. Yeah, they just do that. I mean, just trading based on their guesswork. Yeah, they don't trade based on the I mean, they don't understand the price action. Just trade based on the guesswork. Yeah, what is the guesswork? You apply a couple of tools on your chart and just rely on your tools. That's it. Yeah, so trade based on your tools. That's it. I mean, let's buy the euro pound. It is hitting the 786. Yeah, so this is price is testing the 786. So let's buy. Yeah, this might be a reason to buy for some traders. Price is testing the 786 of my fib lines. Let's buy based on that. So just that single piece of information is not enough to make a decision. All right, or the trend lines which I have placed over there. So your best friend is the price action. All right, price action is the best friend. So you should make the scene based on the price action. All right, what is the price action? Where people are reacting? Yeah, at which price they are reacting. That's what you need to understand that. All right, so you cannot guess the market. I mean, you based on the past data only. All right. Okay, so currently price is hitting the 85,500. Yeah, it is hitting the 85,500. So no one knows that price gonna do that after hitting that bottom. All right. So when price was there, look at that. It was there. So no one knows that price gonna reverse from this area or gonna keep pushing lower. All right. So those who trade based on the past data only, definitely they're gonna rely on this bottom and let's buy based on support. Yeah, completely ignoring the price action. Okay, what price did after that? Just look at that. How aggressively reversed after hitting that. See that? How aggressively price reversed after hitting the 85, 500. Okay, and that was a sign that the euro pound is going to reverse for upside, and even it is. You see that? All right. So if I'm showing you, upside and downside, but you don't understand that, then the issue is with you. All right. You are not getting it, or you are not reading it correctly. All right. So issue is not with the patterns or the structures, the structure which I'm showing. All right. So issue is with your skills. You don't have that skill level to read the market or to understand the market. So you should work on that rather than blaming the others that or blaming me that I'm showing upside and downside or showing both ways. All right. So decision gonna be based on the patterns are based on the price behavior which we're gonna see during the week. All right. Okay, so we were bearish on the pound CAD. We sold it. Yeah, and even I have shown you that sell last week as well. All right. So we are looking for pound CAD to at least hit the bottom. All right, go lower, hit that bottom, or break this correction to break, get this big mess to break down for one more drop and then go back up. So let's get back to the lower time frame. All right, so we were bearish on the pound CAD last week, and just for your information, yeah, what I have shown you last week, if you guys remember that. Okay, what I said, price can continue to go higher for one more up move, if you remember. All right, what I have shown you there, it can continue to go higher for one more up move. And what you should look for after that, that's what we have seen. Yeah, that's what we have seen, and we traded on that. We were bearish. We sold there on this breakout. Yeah. So if you don't see, then definitely it's issue with you. All right. Okay. So there was a pattern broken down very nicely, and we were bearish. Now let me talk about the next, guys. All right. So just simply watch for another correction for the next week, and that to continue to go lower. All right, another correction there, similar like the previous one, and that to continue to go lower. If you don't see that correction and price is going to push back for one more up move like that, all right, then again stay bearish on the pound CAD for the downside. You can trade for short term for upside, but rather than going for up, stay bearish on the pound CAD and pound CAD to visit to the bottom. Yeah, we are trading very, very successfully on the pound CAD, all right, since price there at this area. Okay, since price was coming there, so we traded all these moves. We traded there, all right, we traded on even that move as well, this up move, that correction. Then we traded there were charts, so those who are following me closely, they understand that, or they remember those charts. There were charts on the 4-hour time frame or lower time frame. You guys can go to my profile, you can see those charts over there. All right, so we were trading on all these moves. We traded, yeah, we traded this move, all these moves, yeah, then this move as well. We sold there, yeah, bought there, all these trades were very good. All right, so we understand that what pound CAD is doing. All right, so if you don't understand that patterns or price action, guys, issue is with you. Your eyes don't see that, our eyes see that, because we are experienced, we have experience, and we can easily identify that what price is doing and how price is going to do next. All right, so this is what we are looking for on the pound Australian dollar. Last week I have shown you that chart, went down from that top. All right, hope you guys managed to get into that trade. All right, so if you remember, then I have even shown you that breakout and continuation for upside as well, this move. All right, so next week correction there, and look for it to drop if you are not in. All right, so we were looking for, we sold pound Australian dollar from these areas. All right, we caught that top. All right, so if you know that where price is, obviously you're not gonna miss that move. But when you don't know where price is, yeah, obviously there's gonna be a problem. All right, now this correction broke out to the downside, and just simply another search for another correction like there. Okay, and pound Australian dollar to continue to go lower. All right, like that correction. All right, and then go lower. If you don't see that correction, and Europe pound Uzi is going to test that top again. All right, so there it will test the weekly reversal area. All right, so then go for a shot again from that top on the pound Australian dollar. All right, and pound New Zealand dollar, same like the other pound pairs. Okay, so it went down. There you got. So pound Australian dollar also went down. So no, so same like the other pound pairs. All right, so watch for another correction, like that correction, and that correction to go lower. Okay, and watch for that to break down. Yeah, if you're gonna see that this is not going to break down, then take off your profit, one more up move. All right, Euro New Zealand dollar, test the bottom, look for buy. So there's going to be a short-term trade next week, but this short-term trade, all right, short-term trade. But when you are going after that short-term sell, make sure you trade with care, all right. You are selling at the bottom, price can go back up again, all right. So we are looking for it to correct on lower time frame, at least hit that bottom and then go back up. So many pairs moved last week, all right, because there were news event, and some of them are correcting and some of them are still in their impulsive mode, all right. And those who are some of which are in impulsive mode, they have to correct before they continue, and those which are in a corrective mode, either the time frame, whatever the time frame is, either the 1 hour or 30-minute time frame, just look for them to continue to go lower. Okay, so this correction, all right, correction to complete and continue to go lower. So at that bottom, watch it, this bottom. If going to break down, going to get lower, perfect. If not, take off your profit, one more up move for short term. This is basically a bigger daily correction, which we're gonna look for that to continue to go lower. We are already short on the Australian dollar, US dollar last week during the non-farm payroll, during the ECB rate this year. Okay, so watch this to complete and then continue to go lower. Okay, if price is not going to form that correction and forming new high or testing the previous high like that. Okay, you see that price broken up, formed higher high, yeah, and then went down there aggressively. Okay, so let it complete that one more up move and then again look for it to reverse. So we are expecting another correction. Price already started to go lower. And Euro CAD, one more drop. Okay, Euro CAD to break down and continue to go lower for one more drop. You can trade for short term on this pair. Okay, complete that one more drop back to the bottom, and from bottom look for it to buy. All right, so that one more drop can push lower. All right, that one more drop can push lower, but we're gonna watch this bottom, okay, previous bottom, and we're gonna look for it to reverse from that bottom. Just reverse the CAD Chief chart. All right, so we were short on the CAD Chief. We were looking for correction throughout the week, and we are expecting one more drop on the dollar CAD and some strength on the CAD pairs across the market, or correction at least for more downside on the CAD Chief. All right, so CAD Chief can go back up for one more up move, same like the Euro CAD. All right, you can trade for short term buy and then again bearish on it. All right, or correction, which is just trying to appear over there. All right, so correction is already there. Let me go back to the lower time frame. All right, that correction can break out for upside. All right, it can continue like that for one more up move. We were bearish, we were seller on the CAD Chief from those areas, and we are still seller on the CAD Chief. Obviously, we don't want to see that move. All right. Okay, because we are seller, we are already having shorts on it, and we don't want to see that move. We want CAD Chief to continue to go lower. All right, we want CAD Chief to continue to go lower. But if CAD Chief is not going to continue to go lower, we will consider that profit, yes, somewhere there within these areas, and we'll look for short term buy, and again we'll be a seller over there. And currently we don't like to, I mean, we don't want to see that wave on the CAD Chief, and same on the Euro CAD. Okay, but we are ready for that if that is going to happen. Okay, what we're gonna look for, all right, those who are my traders, those who are into that trade, okay, we're gonna look for this to do that and then break down and continue to go lower rather than short term buying back to the top. All right, so stay bearish on it for longer term. And CAD Yen also broken down, and this is a sign that the yen is going to get strong in coming days. All right, so same like the other yen pairs, correct, continue, or go back up for one more up move and then drop. All right, same, I have shown you already euro yen, dollar yen, and pound yen. Okay, this CAD yen is also same like the other yen pairs, and I don't think so. I should go back to the lower time frame. Yeah, because I have already shown you the other yen pairs. So same like that. So same on the Aussie yen and Kiwi yen. All right, so correct, go lower or go back up short term for one more up move and then drop. Okay, so you can trade on that move. I have just shown you the other yen pairs for next week. All right, so same on the Kiwi yen as well. Okay, correction, go lower or go back up for one more up move and then drop. So this bigger mess to break down and continue to go lower. All right, and the chief yen slightly different, same like the euro yen. All right, so correct, go lower or go back up and then drop. And Kiwi CAD. All right, so Kiwi CAD, same again, same like last week again. All right, so it went up for short term on lower time frame for one more up move, and this to happen. All right, so go down from that top, at least test that bottom. Go to your lower time frame, watch it on your lower time frame. Currently it is pushing higher for short term. All right, and this trend to break down. Okay, just copy and paste this stuff there. Okay, this is what you're looking for, and continue to go lower. Aussie Chief, same trade like last week, go back up for one more up move. All right, or let me draw this in another way. Same like the Australian dollar, US dollar. All right, this channel, lower time frame channel, can extend slightly lower like that. Okay, and that to break out for upside. Okay, this ABC move to go that way, break out and continue to go higher, or complete that move and then drop. All right. And Australian dollar and New Zealand dollar, same again like last week. All right, so just look for this trend to break out and continue to go higher. Yes, slowly this pair can push lower. Okay, so it can slowly push lower like that, and this is what you're looking for, that trade. All right, and this mess to break out and go that way. So look for it to same trade like last week. And Kiwi Chief, same trade like last week again. All right, or same trade like the Euro New Zealand dollar. Yeah, so slightly push higher and then drop. Okay, that trade, that kind of trade. Or let me show you the bigger time frame. Same like the Kiwi CAD. Right, that's what we are looking for. All right, that's what we are looking for on the Kiwi Chief. Okay, so slightly go higher or test the previous top and go down. The down move will drive the Euro New Zealand dollar for upside. And let's look at the gold. Gold weekly chart is same. All right, so price last time broken down the trend, and last week we were expecting either a correction to continue to go lower or rise aggressively for upside, correct, and continue to go higher for one more up move. All right, let's look at the weekly chart again. Hitting the top. All right, now let's get back to the lower time frame. All right, so correction there on lower time frame. We'll show you the lower time frame. Okay, go that way. So make sure you trade with care on the gold. You're buying the gold at the top. But yeah, we can see one more up move on the gold. All right, so I can go further to lower time frame just for your understanding in case if gold is not going to continue to go higher than what gold should do for downside. First of all, let me show you the lower time frame. Okay, so let's go get down further, 15-minute time frame. There you see that. All right, so we were expecting this to break out last week and we got that breakout. We were looking for gold to reverse. All right, this wedge or channel. Yeah, we were looking for that to break out. So it broke out. Now we are looking for this to continue to go higher this way. All right, so the bigger the correction, the better the entry you guys gonna get, same like the silver. All right, so correction there, similar like that correction. All right, that correction to get bigger, and once that correction gonna get bigger, look for it to continue to go higher. Okay, that's how you're gonna buy the gold for upside. If you understand, perfect. If you not understand, then trade with care. Okay, so how gold gonna give us a clue that the gold is not going to continue to go higher. Okay, when this trend gonna break down aggressively. Okay, when we know gonna see correction over there and this trend gonna break down aggressively like that. Okay, then gold gonna get down for one more drop. All right, so when you should be a seller on the gold, when gold will break out this trend aggressively to the downside, sell, stop behind that and look for it to continue to go lower. So far we are not looking for that move. This is out of our cards and we are looking for that lower time frame corrections to appear over there and continue to go higher. So there you got the platinum went lower here from that top, went lower, and this week you're looking for that to continue to go lower and hit the bottom and then reverse from that bottom. That's your next trade. Okay, complete that wave and that's your next trade. Same like the last time, like that wave. And copper to break out and continue to go higher, or break down, correct, and continue to go lower. All right, so copper to break out, this to break out and next trade. Okay, if we're not gonna see that breakout and price gonna correct over there, something like that, then test the bottom, then again go back up for one more up move. Same trade like that. All right, so that correction to continue to go higher. And oil also continue to go higher. All right, oil also continue to go higher. All right, this correction to break out and continue to go higher. So when oil will break down that trend aggressively, okay, this trend aggressively and gonna correct, then you guys should be a seller over there on the oil. Okay, so for next week, look for oil to continue to go higher. That correction, the correction which we are having there right now, that correction can turn into a daily time frame. Yeah, currently that is on a 4-hour time frame. It can turn into a bigger time frame, 4-hour time frame. Yeah, so same on the oil, US oil. Yeah, US oil to continue to go higher. All right, same analysis like the UK oil. And natural gas to test the bottom and then continue to go higher. All right, natural gas to test the bottom and go higher, reverse after hitting that bottom. All right, and dollar rand. Dollar rand keep pushing higher. Okay, dollar rand to break and go lower. Okay, this trend to break aggressively, correct, and go lower. Yeah, this pattern formation to form ABC and that wave. All right, like this. You see that symmetrical triangle, or there you can see their expanding triangle. All right, like this expanding triangle. Okay, that wave appeared over there. So similar kind of move you guys are looking for there. And there you are looking for it to drop aggressively. Yeah, so breakup will push this pair further higher. We are not expecting breakout. We are expecting that this pair gonna break down aggressively to the downside. All right. Kiwi CAD is very slow moving pair, so we are not trading on that. So you will have to hold your trade very longer term, for longer term, before you're gonna get a profitable on the Aussie CAD. So we are ignoring Aussie CAD. So as I said before, we are longer term bullish on the equity market, all right? But there we are expecting at least a bigger correction and then continue to go higher or test the bottom and then go up. Or let me show you from a different angle. Okay, you simply can see that ABC move. All right, this ABC move to appear over there. Okay, that wave can appear over there, but that wave needs a lot of fundamental reason. I mean, there should be a strong fundamental reason for that move. Currently, we don't have any reason, fundamental reason, which can drive that move aggressively. Yes, there is only one fundamental reason which can drive that move. Yeah, and that is the US-China trade war. If they are not going to reach to any agreement, then obviously equity market, US major average is going to start to fall aggressively to the downside. Yeah, and if they're going to reach to uh to an agreement, then equity market gonna keep pushing higher. So what you guys need to look for next week, one more up move and continue to go higher, or correct and continue to go lower. So look for one more up move. All right, the correction is there, or expanding triangle is there. That one more up move to appear over there, or correct over there and then drop. All right, so impulse is there. Look for one more up move on lower time frame, like 50-minute time frame. And almost same setup on the S&P 500. Okay, one more up move or correct and then continue to go lower. Yeah, next up move bullish on the UK 100 index. Yeah, can see over there, continue to go higher. And US 30, same analysis like the other US major averages. Yeah, next bullish leg, continue to go higher for one more up move. US Russell 2000, one more up lag. Yeah, continue to go higher, break out that uptrend and continue to go higher, or correct and then drop. So correction is needed, correction is desperately needed, and that correction should be very nice and clear before you guys start to sell the US major averages. All right, don't sell them without a valid correction or sharp breakdown. So we believe that breakdown is not sharp. That's why I have shown you one more up move on the yen pairs. All right, so yen pairs, they can go up for one more up move. All right, or they're gonna correct. Yeah, so when if they're gonna correct, yeah, you're gonna see correction there on the US, on the equity market as well, and price gonna break down after that. All right, so that's what you need to do. Same analysis on the Nike, correct and continue to go lower, or one more up move. Yeah, correct and then go lower, or one more up move. And German 30, same like last time. All right, so correction is already there, one more up move. Okay, when you're gonna see that this trend, yeah, where I was showing you up on the German 30, yeah, when it was correcting there, or when that was expanding triangle was appearing over there, yeah, so slowly pushing higher. Yeah, just keep pushing higher. When you guys should consider that one more drop on the German 30, yeah, when yeah, DAX, when you will see that this trend is going to break down aggressively, then consider one more drop, and one more drop within that bigger channel and then up again. All right, so one more drop and then up again for longer term. Let's look at some crypto coins. Crypto market is slow moving these days, boring. Yeah, so those who are trading on the cryptocurrencies, and they are, not feeling the heat of the market. So what it can do, it can break down for one more drop like that and can push lower, I mean, for a couple of more dollars, and then longer term is reversal. We are looking for longer term reversal. Yeah. So the behavior which we are having on the Bitcoin is telling us that soon Bitcoin gonna take off aggressively for upside. All right. So this can break down for one more drop and then can rise back to the top. Any sudden rise on the Bitcoin will resume the bullish trend. All right. So same on the other coins. All right. So same on the other coins. This ABC move or expanding triangle to go lower for one more drop and then rise from the previous bottom. All right, so same on this. You guys are having correction for our time frame. One more drop, hit the bottom and then reverse. All right, same. OITA, almost same. And Ripple, same. Yeah, so Ripple, longer term buy from the previous bottom. All right, so I think enough for this week, guys. If you are having any questions, then let me know. You can talk about your questions. If you don't have, then I think enough for this week. Thank you very much. No question on YouTube? No question on the Zoom, yeah? Thank you. All right, everyone. So bearish on the pound New Zealand dollar. Yeah, one more correction, Warren, and pound New Zealand dollar to continue to go lower. If you were there in the last weekly market outlook, then you know that I have shown correction and that I have shown a sell on the pound New Zealand dollar. So we are just following that previous correction. I mean previous week move. We got the sell. I mean, we got the correction, we got the sell. Now we are watching for another correction and that correction to continue to go lower. Yeah, we were seller on the other pound pairs as well, like pound Aussie, pound CAD. Yeah, same correction on the pound Kiwi, pound Aussie, and pound CAD, and those correction on all pound pairs. All right, one more correction with the previous trend and that to continue to go lower next week. Thank you very much, everyone, and we'll see you back again next week in another weekly market outlook. Until then, bye bye. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your feedback. Thank you. Bye bye.